And today I want to talk about how you can handle exceptions in your TPL task. So let's get started. Basically, what I've done is I've created a parent task and it says parent task executing. Under the parent task, I have like a child task and it's attached to the parent. And then I just wait for the parent and then it says parent has completed. And in the do work, what I'm doing is simulating an exception. So it says some exception has been created here. So if you run this, you would expect some unhandled exception to be shown. And that's what happens. So it says there is an unhandled exception and that's what happened. So now let's say you wanted to cache this exception. What would you do? So let me just copy some code which is just a little bit different. And I'm just going to replace this parent.wait with the try catch block. And the way this code works is it says we are trying parent.wait and we get an exception. But when we have a TPL task, the exception is usually called the aggregate exception. So we can catch it as an aggregate exception. Another thing to note is it basically, as the name suggests, it is a collection of exceptions. So you will have lots of collections. It's a collection which will have all these inner exceptions. So what you can do is one way to look at it is if you want to just flatten this and print it as an array, for example, you can say aggregation. There's a method called flatten. You can get a flattened into a single instance, and then we can look at all of the inner exceptions and we can print them. Since we are talking about multiple ones, I'm going to just run this thing basically twice. So you can see that even though we get multiple exceptions, they would be caught here and flattened. So let me clear the screen here and do a .NET run. And here you can see we are seeing some message at this point where we are catching the exception in the parent, and we are seeing both of them from child 2 and child s1. And this is a way to do it. So essentially, to recap, if you want to catch exceptions from your tasks, it is best to use this custom aggregate exception, which is designed for this purpose. And it's basically a big collection. It could have some exception inside it and then another exceptions inside it. So to make it easy to navigate this aggregate exception structure, you can use this method called flatten, and then you can just get the actual inner exception and you'll have access to the exceptions. So thank you for watching this short screencast. Hopefully this will help you catch all your exceptions in your TPL task. Thanks.